Yeah, do it.
On Discord. Oh my gosh. Dungeons and Dragons. Right. That everyone.
On a train in a forest. Hold the train.
For now.
Are we on a train?
Not yet. We started on a train, so.
Unfortunately, the plot line railed against it.
Kind of bad dirty.
You can feel the malice.
There we go.
In the darts.
We're gonna need to get a hevier caliber at some point. Just some
Oh, I
elephant
see.
rifles
That's probably the fact.
for the DMs. Like sternum denting levels of nerf darts.
Just put tax in all the tips.
No, I don't want to. You can freeze. I want to do bludgeoning damage.
Just freeze them.
Freeze them.
We just need to get a Nerf bow and arrow. Have you seen those?
Oh
arrows?
yeah, with the big.
Those
I
things
had
look
those
pretty
as a
gnarly,
kid.
yeah.
Those are big. They're like, yeah.
It's me in the throat.
1897 Winchester one. Like you put the Nerf darts in like a plastic shell. You fire it, and you crank it, and the shell shoots out. And
For a little while,
That's wild.
Mike had brought one that we wound up deciding not to use because it
with
was
the
too
ball?
high powered. The one with the ball.
Those can like sting.
Yeah.
It's great.
they also bounce. There's a lot of.
Yeah, there's a ricochet that goes.
Yeah, so there were two things
I don't
against
deserve it
that
as much
one.
as he does.
Right.
And I'm just an innocent bystander.
No. I'm not saying that.
Only 1 in 5 puns is a crit at this point.
Take Von Zeef back to his island of origin. Okay, and then Link. I could prep these beforehand.
Oh, you're good.
I mean, you could, but where would the fun be in that?
Why would you do that?
Like we are just
Doing things ahead of time?
Spontaneity around here.
Yeah, you gotta live in the moment, bro.
The
That's
whimsy.
what we'll call it. That's great.
You're gonna be able to fire off the hip with this group. You never know what's gonna happen.
I'm watching you.
Listen,
I feel
you
like
know-
that was a pun.
No.
Fire off the hip.
No. There was no pun in there. At least I don't detect it.
Say.
I didn't even think about.
There's
the
so
pun
many
there.
times
It just
when
happens
Tucker
passively
started
now.
saying something, I was just like,
Especially if he looks happy while he's saying it.
I can't express joy anymore.
correct.
You look happy.
Your suspicious joy.
I'm gonna have to be like Clint Eastwood most of the session, just making my jokes as deadpan as possible. Like, do you feel lucky? I'll tell you what.
Okay. Welcome back to Kingdom of Steam. Choo choo.
Choo choo.
Pew pew, choo choo.
Other sound effects as necessary.
Last time on Kingdom of Steam, you were hanging out in a town which we know the name of.
Yes.
Small
Everybody
supposedly
remember Ferncombe, town of halflings, and you ended up kind of heading from place to place in Ferncombe and talking to people and getting quests you didn't want it and refusing them later on once you realized that all of it was a bunch of garbage. You did?
We took one.
You took
one
quest.
side quest.
I think we should visit the forest again for all time's sake.
You guys.
Buddy is going to knock you out and drag your unconscious body.
Piss off the healer.
You guys went into the forest and put tracking markers on a badger hawk.
Badger hawk, yeah.
Bird mammal.
Bird mammal.
Bird mammal. Yes.
Large
The
bird.
badger hawk. Yes.
Badger hawk. You managed to frighten it off without killing it or without having it kill any of you, which I think is a massive success.
And a little bit of a surprise.
Great success.
Yeah. You also talked to just a bunch of people, got a lot of conversations going on. Found out there were 2 ways out to continue your quest. One to go up north to a town that had tower. It was closer by, a tower for Zeppelins to dock to, and another to go east to where the rail is. And you've chosen to head out to the rail. You Zone of Truth Von Zief in the jail. And he basically lets you know that he does know where he got the first crystal that went into his scepter that allowed him to control air elementals. And that he is currently suffering from the withdrawal symptoms of the curse of the staff that he had.
Oh yeah, he's got a wicked nosebleed and he's like molting.
Yes.
And or thinking things are there that are not there.
Yep, he's got all kinds of random.
He's got a bad case of the oofed.
Yeah.
He got oofed.
But you did decide to put him on a kobold leash and take him with you so he could direct you to the location of his home island. And,
Yes, no? Yes, no?
Yes, no.
Yes, no?
Yeah. Did I miss anything else? Does anything else happen that
That's about right.
seemed
I think that covers things.
important?
We did discover that Yeoman is having a crisis of faith.
Oh, that's true. That's
He has
very important.
discovered that he is not actually a vegetarian.
Ah, yes.
We will all have to be understanding in this time as we educate him more about what is actually meat.
I thought it was like minced meat. Minced meat isn't meat.
That one's
that's
actually true.
chopped
Yeah.
into really tiny bits, dude.
Not to totally derail
It's not impossible.
our thing, but it would be absolutely hilarious to play a paladin who took an oath of like vegetarianism and later becomes an oath breaker for eating bacon or something. Anyway, okay.
Stripped of his title.
Not on my watch.
Joe, if they make me laugh, I don't shoot.
All right.
I don't shoot him when I'm out of ammo or when they're so terrible I just shake them.
I'm making sure ammo isn't my issue.
Oh, okay.
You've got more guns than you have hands.
There's a lot of people
That's what
who
you
use-
think.
He has Helldiver ammo over there.
All right. You've got two tents. You have Von Zief on a leash, and you guys take off towards Ashbarrow.
I think it might have been a total of 3 tents.
3 tents?
Buddy has.
Buddy
I don't
bought
know
2,
who else has one.
Rolls bought 1.
Oh, okay, great.
So
great.
3 tents altogether.
3 tents
I bought a
altogether.
2-man tent.
You did too?
4 tents.
4 tents. Fantastic.
We are set.
Since we're dwarves, if we shatter, we actually have plenty of room.
You didn't buy a tent.
You're not letting me
I think this is like maybe like a little bit too far to walk back. You know, like after you're on the road
Rolls
for a bit.
specifically bought a tent for herself just so there's no configuration of sleeping that means she sleeps in the same tent as Von Zief. Like, nope. My tent, my rules.
Did you bring it then?
No.
Didn't
I love that you
I got your
rolled for
snack.
that
Oh,
instead of just.
Do you want me to carry it?
I think
That's fine. It
I
doesn't
think I
matter
actually
anything.
did buy one.
Did you?
Remember.
I don't remember. if
I
you
do
did.
remember minusing gold for camping supplies.
That's why you got to mark it on your supplies. I've got my tent right next to my bottle of very high-proof flammable booze.
That's right.
Yeah, -2 gold camping supplies. Cool.
It was very important to me to telegraph the necessity of that booze and what it was going to be used for.
Let's
Not
the
drinking
weather
booze.
dice. Can you roll the weather die?
Isn't
that a good idea?
Weather be?
That's a good idea.
Let's see.
It can't be like a blizzard or anything. It's just not that time of year.
Sunny.
Sunny. Fantastic. It's a beautiful day. You guys are trekking on a path that looks like it's well worn. Lots of carriages come through here. And most of the day goes fairly substantial. Von Zief speaks up every now and then and says something that is disturbing.
Ziff really has to pee.
We're not stopping you.
Somebody roll a d20 for me.
Oh god.
I love the idea of we'll put a little slack on the line.
16.
We're not stopping though.
16. So you're walking along. All of a sudden, Von Zief starts going.
Like a hairball.
Yeah,
Wait,
like
hang
a
on.
wall.
I know what to do here. And I start giving him the Heimlich maneuver. Hang on, dude.
He's like trying to get you to stop, and also still having this happen. And then he just hawks up this black stuff,
Ugh.
and it squishes onto the floor, and starts wiggling around.
And then
Who's a good boy?
who's a good boy?
Wait, good one.
Yeah, but I know
I'm mad about it.
Oh no, I have vomited with my mouth.
Well, that's technically what that means, dude.
Yeah, so this thing is just kind of
It's wiggling.
moving
It's
around.
moving around.
Yeah.
I don't remember eating any snakes or anything.
Just about to ask, what have you been eating?
Should we just let that go?
I mean, are you gonna pick it up?
No.
Then I think we've both agreed that
Yeah. Are we gonna let that go? That's a great question. Rose casts Hellfire on it.
Okay, yeah, it just vaporizes.
All right, cool. Problem solved.
We'll let it go meet its maker. God damn.
Now the doctor, actually, out of character, the doctor did. Somebody told us that he was okay, right?
You guys all did kind of medicine checks and found that he is healthy enough to make this trip. He's going to be miserable the whole time, probably, because this is
His body is cleansing from this curse or something, or just until he comes in contact with the cursed item again, he's just gonna feel horrible.
he has
Who knows?
withdrawal symptoms. That's the word that I was looking for.
Oh,
Yeah, I think Buddy was the one that figured that out.
Yeah, I bought some herbs, I think, to
Right.
soothe the itching.
Right. Have you been putting that on him? Yeah. Okay.
Begrudgingly.
Yeah. How does he respond to that?
oh, that feels good.
You know how to
you.
talk when I'm doing this.
You know, you could just put a sponge on a stick and do that.
I don't have a sponge.
Oh,
If you need anybody to put it on your feet,
You can just beat him with a stick. I mean, wait, what were we talking about?
wait, what?
Huh?
I genuinely didn't hear that.
Oh, I said, or you could just beat him with a stick.
Well, I mean, yeah, but that won't cure him. That'll just kill him, I think.
I don't care
It
if
wouldn't
he
be
gets cured or
effective
not.
anymore.
Well, I mean,
Does he need any on his feet? I know one who could help him out with that.
Shut up.
Yeoman dies tonight.
Yeah, probably from exposure, thanks to you.
You were there. You could have bought a tent.
I thought you were sharing. I would go halvesies.
It's in my bag. I got 2 of them. I only need 1.
Thank you, buddy.
Like we've been over this.
Meanwhile, Drogon and Rolls are steadfast in the not sharing their tent department. Rolls will share her tent with Raven and no one else.
You do have to share it with Von Ziep, though.
Well, he doesn't have to have a tent.
You're in.
He's
I mean-
sick, though. We want him to live till we get where we're going.
yeah.
Yes, please. Very much want to leave.
Yeah, well, we all want things.
What he's got, I can't catch it, right?
I think so. I've never seen vomit move like that.
We're having words when we get to the train, you all.
You think Lord Quinn would know what to do about, moving vomit?
I'm gonna go with no. I don't think.
Probably what she did.
I mean, Drew.
Burn it.
It's instant disposal. That is a good point.
At some point, there's a Ravensteed drawn carriage that comes by, and they're going back. They're going the other way towards the other place, and there's a family that's like running the carriage. They seem to be bringing goods for sale to the town you just left. There's a little kid that is on the top of the carriage. He's like, Mom, look, they've got a little monster, and look at the red guy with the stupid horns. Like just as loud as he can, and the mom's just like, no, don't look at them.
Rolls uses her message cantrip. She directs it at the kid. Sleep with your eyes open tonight.
The kid just starts crying.
He just starts bawling, and the mom's like, "What? Are you okay?"
For the next half an hour, Rolls is whistling in a really cheerful mood.
What'd you do?
Nothing he didn't deserve.
I'm looking in mirrors, dude, do I have something in my mustache or something? Can't be that bad.
I mean, you do know that you look different from every other person that you've pretty much ever met.
But to me, what just happened is I waved, said hey, and he just went.
Yeah.
It's dude, what happened?
Oh, right. Yeah. From your point of view, you have no idea. You wouldn't have seen Rose just going.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Fantastic. And yeah, without any other incident, you do get to a spot off the road that looks pretty clear that you can camp. There's, you're passing in and out of forested areas and stuff. There's still green rolling hills in the distance, and the sky gets dark and you start to see stars come out. It's a beautiful night. And is there anything you want to do before sleeping? Kind of activities?
Particularly. I imagine Drogon, though, got the two-man tent so that he sleeps on one side, does all this crap on the other. Where he's kind of been, fixing this and that up. General maintenance.
Yeah, I kind of set up my punk tent, and I'm just laying on the roll with a quick smoke, just hanging out. Maybe after, presumably after we've had something to eat, long rest style. As long as nothing tries to murder me. That is always the plan.
TBD.
Yeah, to be determined.
I'll set up both tents for Yellowman and I. I'll put a bucket in Yellowman's tent too. For Vonsief.
If you untie my hands, I can help you put the tent up.
Nope, absolutely not. Not terms of our agreement. Really, you're just lucky we let you out of that cell. My vote was to find a smaller, less nice cell and put you in it forever.
What did Vonsief ever do to you?
I just don't like you.
With lovely respect.
I just don't like you.
Beautiful.
No.
I don't like you either now, you stabby face woman.
Stabby face.
Rose is so proud of herself right now. She can make Vonsief hate her this much. But yeah, you still want me.
But he turns the tent that's facing a different direction.
Halfway put up.
Well, this day's out.
Do over. Yeah.
You four have a fairly good long rest. Can you make me a
What did I do?
a con save?
Oh my god, because I'm sleeping with Vonsief?
Oh
Aww.
It's funny,
16?
right? That's enough. You You end
Do
up
not get cursed cooties.
You end up falling asleep and being mildly annoyed by him passing out fairly quickly and snoring very loudly.
He would.
But yeah, like that.
So strong. Speaks in his sleep while he snores.
But you kind of focus, you mentally like prep yourself, and you are able to pass out anyway, and also have a long rest without issue. Morning comes up. You guys probably make breakfast. And head back out on the road towards Ash Barrow. Having a good time, walking along. Hanzif's fairly quiet today. Everybody give me a perception check.
Ha, no.
20.
Okay.
It was a natural one, so I'm gonna go from that
no.
up to a not one.
Wait,
18.
did we decide that nat ones are still fails? Like the crit fails still. You can't avoid them, right?
You
can-
if you spend gumption, you can't get gumption on a roll.
I'm fine with that.
That's so.
but
If you
critically failing still happens. That's what we decided.
did we decide that?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, because otherwise there's no risk of failure. You can, I mean, if you have a good
Right, because you could
additional,
literally
like,
just
then you'd never fail.
throw a gumption on it and be like, no, I don't critically fail.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We do want.
It makes it more dramatic. I think we, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll leave it then.
Okay.
Yeah, I just didn't want you to waste a. It's not like a punishing thing, anyways.
So
Not like that.
with a 20, you do see off in the distance and kind of flying towards you guys, the skeletal dragon.
Oh.
Ah, yes. The oofs comes to us.
It is rapidly making its way kind of in your direction.
Could it be seeking revenge on Von Zief?
What do?
What if we just threw it up in the air like a frisbee? The dragon snacks on him and we go on our way.
Then you are going to lose your only direction to his home island where he said he got the power.
Well, that's okay. I mean,
We just stake him into the ground and then let go a little further away.
we just treated Jurassic Park style. Here's the goat.
What would you like to do?
Hide. Yeah. Get down! It's the dragon.
If you're gonna do that, give me stealth checks.
Oh shit.
Yeah, let's try.
Oh no.
Net 20.
Nice.
Stealthy.
Ooh. we made a
Shake,
little
sparkle,
voice.
sparkle. Why don't you?
It's a really
Oh, I have
polarizing die.
disadvantage. Shit.
It's a nat 20 as well.
Oh man!
What?
Everyone
Oh, is it your armor?
Yeah, because my armor.
This will be like a
Same.
group.
Um, So yeah, thankfully I rolled higher than the last one, which unfortunately was very easy to do. I've still got a 7.
Can
7.
Between our two not 20s, can we kind of like...
I was
Yes.
going to ask real quick. I have an action that I can give them one of them advantage, but have you rolled yet?
I did.
Okay. I was going to do it before you rolled, but
Deal with
7 over
Yeah,
there.
because the two of them are both kind of
Don't waste the whatever that is. That is enough because you've had enough prep time because there was a 20 to see the thing. You guys kind of like huddle into the shadow of the forest that's next to you, and yeah. Do you want to?
No, I'm sorry. I think I failed 2 rolls though. I do.
Oh, you get some little sparkles.
Yes, I get to hoard my Skittles again.
Okay, gumption giving mentality here.
But yeah, you all
Do I
managed
know
to.
good bits?
Did
Or does
you
that
think
not?
too?
Or does that not? I rolled a 7 on this, but does that not count because it was a group thing?
That makes sense. No, let's give you sparkles. And you rolled a 1 earlier, so you get. There we go. I'm on top of this. I'm tired.
Sorry, dude.
I'm real tired. Sorry. Okay.
All right. This thing flies pretty much overhead, though, and you hear again the sounds of this horrible creature flapping through the air. Moving that much air creates a noise that is really unnerving.
Y'all don't think that thing's like following us, do you?
I'm also concerned it might just be going towards that, like, hobbit town. Or halfling village.
I would like to watch Von Zief and see how his reaction is as the dragon gets closer to him.
Oh yeah, give me
If
a
there's any change in
insight.
his condition. No. 6.
Yeah, he's definitely a kobold.
I take it that the dragon's moving much faster than he can run or walk.
Yes. Yeah.
I wish I hadn't said that. Now I'm worried about him.
There are two things that you do know. If you could make it back in time, there's not much you can do about a beast this size. It is way beyond your ability to do any kind of serious damage to. You feel like if this thing like found you in the forest here, your option would be to run away.
Right. No, the only thing I was thinking is if we could get ahead of it and like warn them to evacuate.
Yeah, that doesn't seem to be an option.
I mean, do we have a way of like sending a spell or something?
That one kid will be aware tonight. He's got to sleep with one eye open.
Oh no.
Gripping his pillow tight.
Okay. Sure.
Often never know.
Exit light, enter night, yeah. Okay. What do?
Has it passed, or is it kind of
Yes.
circling around?
It seems like it has passed. Give me another perception check, just to check it out.
Did it come from the exact direction we're going?
No. Vaguely, but no.
18.
Okay, you think it isn't going exactly towards the village. It seems to be kind of wandering and looking.
Doesn't have any particular heading. I don't think. It's just kind of moving around, probably looking for something. Maybe our little guy.
Von Zief. Why are you poking me?
Because I want Von Zief to
You want
interact.
Von Zief to do a thing? What do you want him to do? You can be Von Zief too, you know.
No, I cannot.
You can't.
Not at this
Oh.
point.
At this point. Oh, alright. the dragon's a betraying asshole. I don't know what you want from me. But
What? You knew about it.
no, like that's my ship. My ship turned you. I don't. My ship go fuck you. I'm a dragon now.
First of all, language. Second of all, wait, you didn't know? Where did the ship come from?
We made it. All my people. I'm very French again.
From a skeleton.
Yes, we had in my hometown. There are beautiful dragon skeletons. So we take one because we like, oh, we be so scary as pirates, and we were. I did a good job.
Yeah.
But now what the fuck?
So not
Like
Von
poor
Zief.
Von Zief has had it easy.
Yeah.
He's tied up.
It's going through withdrawal, magic withdrawals.
Oh yeah, somebody roll me a d20 for Von Zief.
That's not fair. 10.
But he says that, and then he's like, yeah. Oh no. So he's like bursting into like laughter and crying.
Okay, so it's Von Zief's hideous laughter.
Basically, yes, exactly. Exactly.
Shit. Like, we're basically just traipsing through the woods trying to avoid getting spotted by the big oof, right?
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, we still gotta get where we're going. Yeah.
Should we like put a bag so like you can't see Von Zief.
I think that's a great idea.
Oh no, 4 innocent travelers without a kobold captain of a ship.
You want to put a sack over Von Zief? Is that the idea?
Rose does.
With eye holes.
With eye holes, of course.
Yeah, I don't want him tripping. It'll slow us down.
This is for your own good, Von Zief.
It's for your protection.
I do not believe that for one moment.
All right, it's for our protection. Whatever. We don't like you.
I got Russian now. I do not
Accent
have...
drift.
Yeah.
This is so real.
It's real bad. I'm so tired. Yes.
We
I
ask,
will...
That's part of the curse.
we ask that you make this sacrifice for the team.
I couldn't hold back.
That was. You did need to be shot for that.
So we can get another sack ready.
Jesus. For him. In real life. Oh my god.
In character and everything. Anyway. All right. So you guys are continuing
Doesn't
on the
make
road
it
then.
better.
Von Zief's in a sack. Okay.
Von Zief is just like, this is the worst. I'd rather not even be a captain if it means being a stinky sack captain. Captured, not even in battle, but in my sleep.
Actually, without a ship and a crew, are you even really a captain anymore? Rose woke up this morning and chose violence.
You're sobbing from the sack.
Yeah. It's like silent. From underneath the sack. He's trying to hide it.
Too much?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, we did, murder everybody. Just
We did
a moment
not.
ago.
Gravity did most of it. Then the dragon did the rest. We had no idea about the dragon. We may have known about gravity.
Might have known.
Might have known about gravity.
We are level 4 adventurers. Maybe we didn't know.
But I mean, we didn't know the ship was going to crash without him completely. It's called plausible deniability.
Perhaps, if I get my magical power back, I am so French. I can regain control of the ship. Yes, I will have stronger powers than any stupid imaginary dragon.
I don't know.
I don't really think it's imaginary.
Yeah, I don't think it's imaginary at all.
But it is my ship. What makes things go and do things that make no sense if it is not imagination or magic?
In your homeland, have dragon bones ever woken up like this before?
No. That's fucking weird.
I might stay away from the magic then.
So cursing. Non-stop.
They've had a very bad couple days.
Actually, you say you got the stuff from something, or from someone.
No.
Well,
Found the rock on the floor. Touch rock, go up into the air.
The whatever wind thing is in that staff. Did it ever speak to you?
Give me an insight check while he's thinking. He maybe doesn't realize it, but yeah.
Von Zief considers his
22.
Yeah, nice.
No, but my thoughts got very interesting.
Yeah, totally
Yes.
it did.
Oh
It did,
yes.
yeah.
you can tell that he just doesn't understand that that's what happened.
No,
Oh,
I
I
just
see.
started thinking thoughts in someone else's voice.
Yeah, exactly.
It's my
Was
voice.
it
A
French?
ton of good ideas. Yeah,
My
that's
voice,
what
so
happened.
many.
What if Von Zief isn't actually the kobold, but the staff that's been talking the entire time?
Did the voices actually perhaps have a name?
I did not ask. Hello, voices. Do you have a name? Come talk to me. These people who have me hostage. They want to know your name. Hello? I'm speaking to you with the sound of my voice and maybe my mind.
I will be so glad when we can get rid of this kobold.
No.
Yeah. They're gone. The voices.
So glad.
Oh, I know. Yeah, somebody else roll another d20 for me.
Oh.
He does hear
Let's
voices.
see what else can
18.
ruin
18.
Von
It's
Z's
Jeff.
day.
Oh, that one doesn't work for right now.
Yeah, roll again.
Hmm.
Oh, get rid of that one.
That one is a longer term thing. We should
15?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he does look extra pale today, and also but you're not really seeing that, so you don't. Before you put the bag on him, he was looking a little pale, but now he keeps on like pulling on parts of the bag, and you can hear like the bag is sticking to his scales.
I'm gonna take it off.
Like that.
Okay. Yeah, it's like, and he comes off. He looks like really pale, and like there's like this goo that's coming through the bag.
It's just oozy.
Yeah, it's like a clear, snotty kind of stick.
Yeah, put that back in the bag with you.
I'm not washing
Sure,
that
that's
later.
fine. Sure, that's
I mean,
fine.
yeah, it's a bag. We don't have to worry about it. But
We can burn that later.
Do we use the other side next time?
Bag of the kobold.
Yes.
I think we just dunk him in the river and let him dry out afterward.
Will it contaminate the river?
As you are walking,
Dump the river
actually,
on him.
there is a. You can kind of see it off in the distance, and you can see it merging kind of towards the road that you're on, and it's a massive river, just absolutely huge. Not something you could like walk across or like forge across. You would need a boat to get across this river. And in fact, as you continue to walk, you see a steamboat start to make its way towards, and because you're getting closer to the town of Ash Barrel. Large plumes of steam. You can hear the engine off in the distance, and big wheels turning to move this thing down the river. Yeah, and you'll slowly get to Ash Barrel. It is a lot of like really beautiful willow trees along the side of the river that start showing up. And as you get closer, there's more boats. Lots of fishing going on. And there's like this tranquil atmosphere. There's like a mist rolling off of the river. It's starting to get later in the day. And yeah, you kind of make your way through the town and to the train station. There's also a bridge. The bridge that goes up and over and across the river, and it has a track on it. So this is like it looks like it used to be a bridge for like a wide, large bridge for foot traffic or carriages, but it's been repurposed for the rail. And as it gets darker, the bridge itself starts to glow.
Just a light glimmer.
So the bridge spans the two sides of the river. Is that what you said?
Yes. But you do make it to the train station. You're able to kind of show your badges, the ones you have for Quinn, to get into access to the communication room, where there's the
Telegraph.
typewriter / telegraph system. Yeah. I believe your plan was to send a message to Otto.
Yeah.
What do you want that to say?
Good news and bad news.
Stop.
Oh yeah.
Stop to the pirates. Stop.
Pirates taken care of. Stop.
Hammer time.
Very, very serious.
Yes, continue.
Keep going. I'm sure there won't be more jokes of that nature.
Not a one.
We won't telegraph our jokes that fast.
Oh!
Oh my god! Oh my god.
Ricochet.
New problem arisen. Bone dragon stop.
You get a message that comes back almost immediately. Acknowledged. Remain in Ashborough. Departing immediately.
Oh, departing immediately, as it is.
Yes.
Yes.
Not
We stay here. He's coming to us.
because at first I heard remain there, depart immediately. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah. Wait a
Getting
second.
mixed messages here.
Yeah, Otto isn't the best communicator. But, yeah, it seems your message got across. And there are rooms here at the station. There's usually a little hotel at each of the stations, or a hotel that's working with the rail at each town it passes through. So you have lodging for the night.
At some point during a meal, Rills wants to order a cheeseburger and a garden salad.
Yes.
And just be like, so you see how this salad here is made of vegetables? Right? Follow? Leafy things, tomato, cucumber. Right. And meanwhile, this hamburger is made of beef. And the beef is, in fact, made of cow.
Like, I take my knife, I cut it in half, and like I peel them apart, and I'm like,
You see, the texture is completely different from the leafy lettuce over here.
Does the burger feel as good as Von Z's feet?
I hate you so much.
Fuck you too. I take this half a hamburger.
That was only for illustrative purposes!
You know that's what meal times must be like
Yeah,
with this party,
yeah, there's like-
right?
This weird, like, camaraderie and tension. And, like, yeah, these characters are great. Okay.
Y'all are just the family that Rills never wanted.
Thank you, Lizzie Borden.
In less than 24 hours, you hear the distinctive sound of the yacht burning its engines far hotter and more loud than most other steam engines run. And there's kind of also the sound of like, because you've been you guys have been on trains for quite a while, so you're hearing that distinct sound that this thing isn't pulling anything, which the yacht generally does. It doesn't. It has like its single car and the steam engine, and that's it. It's meant for quickly getting around the country to wherever you're needed. So you're well aware before the yacht pulls up.
I thought the yacht was an airship.
No, the yacht is Quinn's personal steam engine, and it contains a inflatable airship that can go off on its own.
So you didn't come up with the airship thing out of nowhere.
I was going to say,
That's how
where did I get that from?
Yes. But they do call he calls it the yacht. This steam engine that works on the rails but does not pull cars. It's only his personal thing. Okay, so pulls up into the station and you can hear it coming. So you can be out there and ready, and when it
How's Von Zief been this time? This 2 days?
oh yeah, give me another D20 roll, definitely.
Take a long rest too.
I mean, with a 4, I can assume that he's in the bag.
I'm gonna shoot you for that one.
Running out of ammo.
I mean, I put some on the table, maybe. There you go.
He's been in the bag.
The occasional grumpy muttering sounds more like he's having a conversation. At various points in the day, like
With nobody.
I mean, like, okay, so is it like normal despairing stuff, or is he starting to get full Gollum on us? Just like, is he preciousing inside the bag?
Yeah, it's got a very Gollum-y vibe to it, but also like later on in the day, he breaks back into that laughing, crying thing. Like it seems to be inconsistent. It's not like he's having a mental break. It's like he's just going through some stuff, some weird magic stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, you all get a long rest.
Put some food in the bag?
Of course we feed him. We take care of him. We're not...
Well, right, but I mean, like, you know...
Some of us aren't monsters.
Whoa! Whoa, dude!
I think everyone woke up on the wrong side of the bed today.
I mean, right? Like, dude, smoke a bowl or something, my dude.
Wow.
Maybe I need more fiber in my diet.
And he is kind of... Von Zief is kind of muttering to himself as the train pulls into the station. Brakes hard because it was moving very fast to get to you. And almost as soon as it stops, Otto peeks, like he comes out onto the outer rail that's around the engine room, and he's like, "Board now."
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty interested, actually. Oh!
Get your crap together, let's go.
All right, here we go. Step lively.
And as soon as you guys are on board, the engine, he pulls a lever and the engine kind of starts going off again. He hits a little thing that rounds it and comes back like that. There's a little like
on the
whole
track,
roundabout, but yeah, like on the track, it's turning the whole engine around and going back the other way.
Oh, cool.
And he has kind of like sent signals out to the other trains and stuff to be like...
He's rerouting train traffic to do what he's doing.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
They are in full panic mode. You can't see any, of course, like expression past the mask that Otto wears on his face. He is fully covered. You've never seen an inch of skin on him. But he's just like... as soon as you're moving again, the dragon took down a gnomish zeppelin a few days ago. All zeppelin travel has been canceled. This thing is a serious problem. They have begun to tow Sky City in the direction it was opposite the direction it was last seen in. And Von Zief is here too. Yeah, you're all. He's still in the bag.
I imagine we present him.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not as sticky anymore, but there's still a little bit of residue. He's got some
burlap all over him.
Yeah, he's got a color back though.
I present to you ex-Captain Von Zief.
I see. Interesting.
It is nice to meet you, or whatever.
He seemed to control things with some sort of scepter. Had a big jewel on top of it.
I see.
He found it in a ruins, as far as I can make out, on his homeland.
Where is this?
But he was going to take us there. But,
Where's the scepter now?
Oh, do I still have it?
Give me a. I don't know what kind of check would you to because it was a bit of a panic, right, in the airship.
I wasn't panicked though, because I was kind of set up there.
You had the gem itself. You broke the scepter. Did you
And a
keep
blast
the
of air
staff
came out
part?
of it. You got blasted out of that room.
You
remember?
grabbed the gem and
that's
got
right.
blasted.
Open
So
the
why
door
don't we?
for you.
Why don't you roll a Constitution check to see if you could keep your hand closed well enough to not lose it?
Con save, yeah.
Concept.
Oh no! I shouldn't have looked at it.
You're not cursed.
The Gorgon eyes.
It doesn't work that way.
Fools! I have an aura. He's afflicted the whole table before.
How many of those do you have?
Oh,
He's doing a little mental calculation.
If I spend 4, that would give me 12.
Oh. Okay.
You've got it.
You do have it.
You have a portion of it at least.
A little
Maybe
gem or
not
the
the
staff?
entire whole thing, but you have a chunk of it that you were holding in your hand. There was an explosion that went back, and you have one half of it.
It looks, in fact, like the gemstone itself broke when you were trying to break it off.
Yeah. So you have part of the gemstone. It is in this place where it cracked. As you pull it out to show it to Otto, there's these like little black lightning marks, like it was a violent explosion occurred right at the base of it. It's this kind of like, but it's still it's a little more cloudy now, but it was like crystal clear bluish colored. And he takes the stone from you and looks it over. I can inspect it, but I'm not sure how much I can learn from it.
Just remember wonderful gem. What did you do? Why would you do that? How welcome do you want to mess it? You are going to be my pirate friends. And you break my stuff, you make a dragon?
You made the dragon.
I did not never made a dragon. No, I built the dragon. But I did not make it alive. You did that. You did this.
No, you did it. You
You
started this.
broke my stuff.
You started this whole thing in motion when you took something out of a tomb. It's probably like a curse on you. You're oozing black goo.
Black
Yeah.
goo.
Oh yeah, he coughed something up the other day.
No,
That
this
was
is Otto.
Oh,
saying
that's
it.
Otto.
Not me,
I
Otto.
for-
We sound very similar.
They do sound very similar.
Strangely,
oddly enough.
yeah.
Every so
auto-tune.
often. Yep.
So very fun.
So
We described the black goo to
You're
us.
like-
actually in here.
Feel free to shoot him.
I enjoy the puns.
I do. I do too, but we still have to discourage him.
I'll stay neutral.
Sure to be satisfying.
It is. It's kind of. I think he
But
interprets it as a.
you can
kudos.
laugh at the pun and shoot him. There's no rule that says you can't.
It's just, I get to pretend I'm Godzilla for 30 seconds. As people, it's like, we can't stop him, man!
Yeah.
Oh.
all right. It's like very interesting. I will take a close look at them both. I want to retcon something just to make this make a little more sense. In the messages back and forth, you also gave him a basic direction that you needed to be in, that you were going to go in next.
Oh, yes,
that you
to
got
where
from Bunzi.
The islands were.
Right. So he is actually he's turned this thing around to head towards the coast, and get you as close as possible by rail to your departure point to head towards the islands.
Does Von Zief's island home or the archipelago that it is in have a name? Have we said that? What is name of place?
Yeah. What does Von Zief call his island home? Do you know?
Did you not have
Nope.
anything like that set up?
Nope.
Well, let's
Okay.
just consider
I
that
said
before we
island.
get there that maybe it does have name.
It does.
Yeah,
He said it.
yeah, obviously.
It didn't even occur to me to figure that out.
I didn't think of it either.
Yeah.
I thought it was a big mystery. Like Von Zief was being tight-snooted about it. Just being like, I'm not going to tell you. You guys have to take me along, so you can't ditch me.
He tells you the name. You've
It's
never
his-
heard of it, but it's their name for the place. There might be
and
no
it's
name
in
for
a
it.
place where there's like a string of islands,
Yeah.
right? Like
It
we
is-
looked on a map and we recognized the area, but
My home is called the island of Scraggle Rock.
I think it would be hilarious if like we
feel good when he thinks
like
bombs.
kobolds think this place is like a ruin, but it's actually just like an abandoned theme park. But like they accidentally used like the real skull of some ancient dragon, and like they had a wind elemental like helping run the rides. This is all just a horrible misunderstanding.
That's all.
Did you not?
whole
You
different-
didn't catch Scraggle Rock the reference, did you?
He doesn't know
Fraggle Rock, I
Oh yeah, okay.
You got it.
But like that would make sense too, because there's like Muppets there, and it's like the ancient ones, and it's just like a animatronic.
Picturing Von Zief as a Muppet.
Like, that was kind of
if you weren't picturing Von Zief as a Muppet before,
right now. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's just
Okay.
Gonzo.
Right. Yeah, they call it Scraggle Rock, and that is not anywhere on your maps. Even if you have a name for the archipelago, that specific island is probably not named or important to anybody else.
that's fair. That makes sense, actually.
But you do have a general direction in which to go. Von Zief pointed it out to you over the night. You were looking up at the stars in the clear sky, and he found out where he needs to go and is pointed in place. Despite seeming fairly incompetent, he actually is a pretty decent captain. He made an okay captain, and he did know the direction of things and stuff. So you're heading out of the place. You head over the glowstone bridge across the river, and you are on your way to the coast. What do you want to do on your journey?
I would like to work with Otto on figuring out stuff on the gem.
Okay.
One
Fantastic.
particular experiment I can think of is taking one of the wind cannons that we've already obtained
Uh-huh.
and see what happens when placed near or each other or make contact.
Without even doing a roll, you know that the wind cannon is completely powerless.
It's inert.
It's completely inert. It's a pile of junk again.
But we
That's
have
why he's
the
opening the
But
gem.
when you're near the gem, nothing occurs. However, have an Arcana check with advantage, and anybody else can as well help on this. Arcana with advantage if you're on a high Arcana.
Higher one is 17.
No, I think I have potato arcana. Yeah.
I don't think Buddy knows how magic works.
22.
Okay. Yeah. This all of your suspicions come across with Otto there working with you. This somehow gave control over a powerful, not just over a wind elemental, but it allowed it to summon wind elementals. It had a strong connection to another plane of reality. You can tell that from the way that the crystal was put together, and what you know of, or what you've read about other planes. Maybe you haven't actually,
Theories of planes.
Yes. And yeah, this was heavily cursed, very some kind of serious dark magic went into this thing. Some sort of high level of magic that you're not normally used to seeing.
Ancient, powerful sort of vibes.
Yeah.
That's what
Things
you're getting.
that you've only read about in stories.
How does Otto feel about that? Not till you have to say anything. I just want you to think about that.
I am thinking.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Yep. Otto is extremely hard to read. He doesn't.
What would
that?
The whole mask and everything
Yeah.
makes it hard to read.
all mask, no facial expressions.
And there's no real change in his tone of voice pretty much at all times. So he's like, that is very interesting. Now we understand this a little bit better. And he also pokes at Von Zief, and Von Zief does not like it, and takes some samples and looks at them under a microscope. There's just a bunch of lenses stacked up that he looks down through and starts pulling apart and stuff. And yeah, you just confirm a lot of the stuff that you know already.
But now there's scientific backing and
That's
recording to be done.
That's right. And he does write a lot of things down. The rest of you. What would you like to spend your...
How much time do they have?
Not a lot. This is half a day, and you will be ready to launch the ship.
Before we'd gotten on the yacht, I think Rolls would have tried to get her hands on as many newspapers as possible. Not just the Scrutinizer, other reputable newspapers as well.
Yes.
Because she likes to stay up on current events.
Yeah.
And yes, you've done that, and you're kind of looking through them. The papers do talk about the dragon and the cancellation of the Lapland travel, and plans that are being made by the gnomes to slay the beast.
Right on.
On the Scrutinizer, there's speculation. They're saying this dragon is an alien that's coming in cahoots with the other aliens. Like, this is their
Green
latest...
Man.
I feel like
Green
there's
Man.
definitely a
From the moon,
split
yeah.
second where Rolls was like, wow, that'd be interesting if it were true.
Yeah.
I would also maybe see about getting more of those air devices.
Oh, the balloon belts?
Yes.
Repairing the ones that you used or
Yeah,
something like that?
you can reload those with Otto's help.
Well, we need at least one new one. Though.
Yes, and you can easily patch that one with some mending spells and things like
Yeah,
that.
the broken broken air pack thing.
So you guys all have
yes.
functional balloon packs again.
What I am thinking is, while we are out at sea, if something were to go completely, horribly, terribly wrong, we have flotation devices.
That is good thinking.
Yeah.
Until, of course, right before disaster is
I was
occurring.
gonna say, if it happens to you again,
Oh shit!
Okay.
Still that one.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
Wait.
Don't do that.
What are you asking me to do?
quit that one yourself.
I'm sorry. If I do that, I'll probably stop breathing.
That is one way to solve that problem. Okay.
All right.
Never that one again.
Does anyone else have business? Well, we have
not
a half day.
recommend.
Anyone else doing a thing?
I think Buddy would just be like restocking his food and stuff for the trip.
Cool.
If there's a kitchen.
Yeah.
Making a few extra sandwiches.
It's not sandwiches, he just compresses it down and it's like, alright.
I work out.
Cool.
Take it up and drink because now I have to work off all the meat and
Workout montage. You know what?
It's guilt exercise, working off the meat. I heard that.
Oh, okay.
Guilt exercise.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just kind of doing the same, like
Cool.
practicing my swordsmanship, just hanging out,
Yeah.
eating various things, smoking various things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Compressed
Okay.
Sandwich.
In it, let's go.
It's not toasted.
It's just a squish sandwich.
Yeah, they fit better. You slot them in, you can fit more sandwiches.
Practical.
It's just air. That's the Von Zief. Where are you keeping him, or is he allowed to roam freely with his hands tied wherever he wants?
Wouldn't Otto-
Is he on
I was gonna say,
a leash? Like, where?
I feel
what do
like
you
Otto's in
recommend?
charge, so it would be more
Yeah.
like what Otto is comfortable with.
He wants to keep him around to look at him and stuff like that. Somebody roll another d20.
All right, Tucker's been our designated
He's our
Von
torment
Zief
dice
D20.
roller.
6.
Yeah, he does cough up some more black tar.
Oh, there's
He
the
is-
stuff.
Yeah. Otto looks at it. This time before, like he's poking at it and trying to take
It doesn't
samples
seem
of
to
it.
wriggle this time.
Yeah, it's not like moving around as much. It does seem to be dead this time. And he tries to take some of it, and it just evaporates into nothingness as he tries to take a sample.
Huh.
Strange.
Very curious. Do keep an eye on him on your travels. Hopefully he will not get worse.
I got salve.
I'm not sure that will solve his problem, but it could make him more comfortable. Now, the airship. It is very important that... Please be quiet.
He's a sandwich thief.
It is extremely important that you return this ship to us intact. And he looks at every single one of you.
There's definitely a moment where we're all like,
Has he met us?
That is why I am attempting to implore you. Do not destroy Lord Quinn's personal airship.
just another moment of all of us going, we'll try not to?
I mean, dude, like, could we just, like, have you drive it and then bring it away safely once we're there?
He takes you upstairs to the place where the actual airship itself is docked onto the top of the passenger portion of the yacht. And this is where the airship is contained. There's giant compressed cylinders that hold the hydrogen to inflate the Zeppelin. And it just kind of has this cool expanding mechanical mechanism to build out the Zeppelin and then fill it with hydrogen at the same time. But he is walking through and he's like, here are the controls. Here's how you operate the device. Have any of you flown an airship before?
Fonzie raises his hand.
Has anyone else flown an airship before?
In a different campaign as a different tiefling.
I don't think that counts.
Quiet, Deadpool.
But he does know your skills fairly well. He is very, very acquainted with your capabilities. Who has a good survival check or sleight of hand? I know probably Wills has high
sleight of hand.
No and no.
Okay,
-1 and 0.
survival.
What's your plus to
Plus 4 for survival.
plus 4? All right.
That's what my sleight of hand is.
Okay.
So.
I have +4 to both survival and stuff.
Okay.
+1, and I have a +6 to sleight of hand.
Oh, really? You're more sleight of hand
But we've seen you roll before.
Yeah, that is also true.
He does.
Why is the rum always gone, bro?
My suggestion would be if the tiefling is not under the influence, allow him to drive. Otherwise,
There's usually an hour or two per day.
that is what I.
Ever tell if I was joking or not?
Knocking roofs off houses. Dun, 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 dun,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So Otto doesn't laugh, obviously, and that didn't happen. And there's a picture in all of your minds of this occurring.
Right.
It's poorly drawn children's drawing.
Yeah. And most importantly, under no circumstances should you press this. And he gestures down to...
I immediately.
Like multiple of us reaching over to pull your hand back.
There's a small cap that he lifts up, and under is a big red button. And he just shows it to you and then closes it. He's like, under no circumstances should you ignite the Burnite rockets.
Rockets.
Why not?
They are still not fully tested.
Well, you know we're testing that button.
I mean, yet another moment where the whole party's like,
And he looks directly
I don't know what you're talking about.
and he goes, under no circumstances.
and now I feel like there's a moment where we're all like daydreaming, and it's like,
The chat totally called this out before you mentioned it.
We're calling it the bursted button from the yacht in Thor Ragnarok from Jeff Goldblum.
Hit the afterburners!
Oh boy.
Chaos theory. I'm sorry.
Van Thief is still like, I can pilot.
No, do not let him pilot.
Oh, we weren't gonna.
Good. Yes. So under no circumstances press the red button or let the kobold control this ship. And it shall be back in one piece, one single, unharmed.
Absolutely. We'll fly it over there, park it someplace nice and safe, go to another location where things probably won't be so safe, and then come back to the ship, which will have been safe the whole time, and then we'll fly back.
Calling it 3 episodes from now. There's going to be a situation where we're screaming to Von Zeef, hit that button, brother!
Not only is Von Zeef piloting,
Hit the red button! Hit the red button!
While the ship is on fire.
bold of you to assume it's going to take us 3 episodes.
We have a new goal.
I want to see like there's like it cuts from this conversation to that, and then there's this like stop, everything freezes, and you hear Von Zeef with, I bet you are wondering how I got here.
Yes, no.
Next time on Kingdom of Steam.
Listen to the story I told in my mouth.
Oh man. Okay.
Let's take a short break.
We're gonna take a break early.
Okay, yeah.
Oh my god.
We'll be right back. We started early. We're taking a break.
Oh, that's right. That's true. We did start a bit early.
Okay, we'll be back. Hey, everybody, we're back. We have already shot Tucker before we even went live, so
Yeah.
we don't need to repeat that.
We didn't want you, the viewers at home, to miss out on any of the good Tucker shooting.
Yeah, but it happened. It
Yep.
had to happen.
I'm an acolyte of the ancient pun goddess of Egypt, Nerferata.
No. No.
I don't even have any.
Nope, that's bait.
Much like the Kingdom of Egypt, you guys are all in denial.
I'm shooting you twice now.
Right.
Didn't like that. That's what you get. That's what you get.
I apologize.
Tons of that quality. Pretty soon we're just going to take you out back and beat you.
Nerf bats. Wooden Nerf bats.
We write Nerf on them in Sharpie.
They're wooden bats, but they just have nerfs glued to them like nails.
That's even funnier.
Okay. Kingdom of the Steam returns. Okay.
We're supposed to get this shit out of us during the break.
Also, very serious game that we
Very
play.
serious game. So, a timer somewhere goes off, and the yacht screeches to a halt. You are near a spot on the rails where you're going to have the best trajectory from the airship to get to this. You've seen the meticulous plots that Otto has made for your trajectory and for where you want to go. Because you described the location based on stars that Von Zeef pointed out to follow.
I imagine there's a map somewhere.
Yes. So you've got a map, and you've kind of got a direction, and Otto has much better maps of where you need to kind of be going. And there is a our lots of islands together.
Archipelago.
Thank you. There's one of those that looks like it is probably in the direction that you want to be going in. So he's kind of pinpointed that, and you've got like a detailed map of where to go. But you still don't know which island out there is the one that you're actually looking for. And that is why Von Zief is on board with you. They screech to a halt, and Otto turns a wheel to begin the inflation process of the Zeppelin. And it comes out, and it's a big giant Zeppelin, and your pistons kind of going off, and things detaching as this thing starts to lift. Otto just goes, "Good luck," and report back when you get there. We are going to explore other means, obviously, to deal with the dragon skeleton while you're gone, but hopefully you'll be able to solve this in the same way that you've solved some other things. I'm not.
But stealing and breaking people's stuff?
Yeah, I mean, he has a point. We did wreck an airship.
Yes. Not this one. Not this one.
Of course not.
And
Just remember, the dragon may actually just be a wind elemental, controlling a body.
Yes. That is my theory as well. Not sure how we will combat that, but again, good luck. And he starts descending like a little rope ladder that goes down back to the train, and it kind of retracts and pulls up, and you are fully released. Who's gonna pilot?
I'm going
I'll hold on to
to.
Von Zief's leash.
I think we actually determined that Bartholomew has the highest bonus in sleight of hand, and if we're allowing that as a piloting stat,
I'm
We could
going
do
to
that.
keep an eye on the various gauges and whatnot to make sure everything is up and cool.
Have advantage.
Was there one?
I know who I'm working with.
Because that one is now accompanied by a 7. So we have 17 plus 6 instead of 1 plus 6.
In the one piece.
He crashes into the yacht.
Into the rooftops, just like you predicted.
Now, how do you set autopilot? Is that red button?
So he just left.
but
They didn't catch up.
Wow.
so Drogon, you know that button we're not supposed to press? What do you think? That there button we're not supposed to press? You figure that's like a one-time don't use it, or like you think there's multiple times of not we shouldn't be using it to get out of that? I mean, hypothetically.
Considering it's untested, as he said, there's a good chance that you may only get to try it once, and then you might never be able to try it again.
Or anything else, probably.
Yeah, there was something in the way that he explained it to you guys that felt like you could go fast, or you could just turn into fire.
Which one of the things on the ship is the rocket?
I don't know if I should tell you that.
What? Why not?
I know I'm working with.
I only did to his ship because it was a bad ship.
The ship was lovely. The ship was so good. That was the Capitan. We had chicken. It was delicious.
I could do that.
It doesn't take long. Oh, also, the yacht has been upgraded since the last time that you kind of maybe some of you went up here and checked out the airship when you were on the yacht driving around with Otto. The airship has been upgraded. They have pulled the standard steam engine out and installed a Nikron.
Oh, come on.
This has allowed there to be more room for you guys to bunk and hang out. There's like foldable bunks now that can come out. You're not just like sleeping on the floor. This is you could actually, live in here for a little bit if you needed to. But yeah, there's a Nikron in the back that's powering this thing.
I'm sure we all have mixed feelings about that.
It's kind of like the tech is out there.
The engineer in me says, I get it. The dwarf in me says, still in the book.
It's like being a Pepsi executive going to a restaurant and being like, is cola okay? Tinkleberg.
You fire up the engines and you're on your way, and it doesn't take long before you are leaving land and over purely water. Can you roll another weather check? Yeah.
No, I can only throw this little bag.
Cool.
All right.
It's everywhere. It is in the bag.
Those are little X's. Does that mean it's snowing? I think it's raining.
Yeah. There's some,
I don't know what that means.
The rain does pick up as you go off.
Can I see the symbol, perhaps?
Yeah, you can. I think it might be hail.
Yeah, it might be.
But
hail.
there's
But
no.
that doesn't make
that's
sense
not-
for the weather.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
you're not in the winter. It's a cloud with little X's underneath it.
But yeah, it does start to rain a little bit as you're going through here. The Nikron is still pretty loud. This is not the most comfortable travel that you've had. You are pushed around a bit by the wind, and you're going to have to constantly keep on course. Can you roll another sleight of hand check?
Again, maintaining.
You can have advantage.
Oh, thank fuck. Okay.
Maybe we
10,
won't
so
die.
far so good.
Okay.
And 14, so far so good.
That's-
dirty 20.
You do manage to keep the ship kind of directed in the right place, despite the clouds covering the stars. You do still have a compass on the ship, and you can kind of keep the right heading. Especially with Drogon's help of monitoring engine power and where you are, potentially how far you've moved.
Pressure system's changed that off a little bit.
Steady as she goes, Mr. Drogon.
I know I hit the right button! Stop it!
Just
I'm just being nautical, dude.
Nope.
Whatever.
It's like Grogu on the Mandalorian ship trying to get the.
Oh yeah.
How is Von Zeef handling being airborne again?
I mean, roll a d20.
Staring blissfully out the window and then vomiting onto the window.
16? Yeah, I think that's projectile vomit again.
That is.
Yeah, that is good. He has. There's the wriggling type that happens, and you notice that he just kind of goes. This time there's like not much of a buildup. He's just like.
It just sort of like whoops out.
And
Have a
then
bucket and be like,
Okay. Yeah, into the bucket is a wriggling
it's
black
like
sludge
trying to
thing
get
again.
up the sides.
can you do the fire?
That does take care of
And
it.
then he just like wistfully, like sad, like leans his head up against the window and just goes.
Listen.
Very much. Yeah.
I'm going to talk to Von Zeef. I'm actually going to try to be friendly with him
Okay.
and actually kind of be nice to him. You know, like not.
Start off with a persuasion check so you know how well it's going to go.
Oh, like how camaraderie style you can be.
13?
Has he still
Yeah.
been using my
Better than
my fake
bad.
staff?
Is he still doing?
Does he
Is
have
he still
the fake
holding the fake
staff?
staff?
No, he's not interested. Yeah, sorry.
I worked hard on that. You're the boss. I'm a toast job.
You were on it to
what do you wanna
deceive
say to
him,
him?
though.
I don't. Yeah, actually, just kind of comfort him, I guess, and say, you know, maybe talk to him about kind of what went wrong and why he kind of brought the authorities down on him with his pirating and kind of, you know, say, hey, it was great to be. I imagine it was awesome flying around in your ship and being free, but you can't just take from other people. And maybe one day you can get a ship back. And
That's so funny because like stealing from other people is like at least 50% of a pirate's whole deal.
no, I know. Well, he doesn't have to be a pirate. He can just be a sky captain
Yeah.
of tomorrow.
Not today.
He's not allowed to have this one. How's he do?
I mean, Yes, I suppose stealing is bad, but where I come from, is it France?
Francel Rock? He's now from Francel Rock?
No, where I come from, this our trading and the jobs thing it is not a thing. You don't do that. I thought just do what I know. Also, it's fun as hell. We look so cool swinging in with all of our cool loot. And we look at that.
I know stealing is wrong, but it's also fun as hell.
I guess is it wrong to have fun and make a living at other people's expense?
Yes, it is.
Oh.
Perhaps you could make a living doing the opposite. If you were to ever be an airship captain again, perhaps you could be like the Air Corps, the Rangers, flying in to save people and help people and gaining their admiration. And
do they give me shiny things in return?
if you strike the right contract with the right people, sure. They hire somebody for that.
He did have an accountant on
Roll a persuasion.
there. He'd already did.
Well, that was a. Was it a
was a-
persuasion?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and that was a
13?
13. Yeah. Yeah, he's like...
I mean, that does not sound terrible. Do I get to lead other people and have
Give
them
career counsel
bow
to
down
a
to
pirate.
me? Am I going to be? I want to be super cool.
You'd be a leader, perhaps a captain, yes. Bowing down, maybe not so much, but if you did it right, people would respect you. Put glory on the name of Von Zief.
Would they fear me?
Only the wrongdoers who you would punish.
Oh.
They would respect you.
Yeah. Von Zief will think about it with his head. Interesting thought. I do miss being up here. Even though I was only down there for a few stinking days. Up here was so much better.
Okay.
He leans his head back against the window and goes,
Yes, there's this
almost just
sad, not French, but French kobold Muppet leaning against the window with the rain coming down and just...
It's just Pepe with a pirate hat on. Just listen.
So unhinged. Okay.
Let's see if it's Spanish accent, not French.
That's too bad. It's too late. It's French now.
The character was conceived of as having a Spanish accent. That lasted like half a word.
So,
We can agree.
Yeah.
He's Portuguese,
Yeah.
Spanish, and French.
it makes a ton of sense. Okay. Is that and whatever. Anyway, the thing is, you guys have a fairly long trip. There's a lot of back and forth, a lot of dealing with Von Zief, a lot of trying to get Bartholomew not to press the red button. But it is fairly uneventful. The rain clears up, and you can verify your position in the night sky. And just about at the break of dawn, you can see in the distance the islands coming into view. Von Zief is kind of excited to see his home a little bit. He seems a little bit have a little bit extra pep, and he's looking out the front windows next to Bartholomew. What do you want to do?
Monty, are there any of you left here?
Yeah, not everybody wanted to be a pirate with me. Just the cool people.
Is there anywhere on this island that they don't go? They'd rather keep the ship away from them.
There's 2 locations.
Yes, There's two. What are the two locations? There's two locations.
He's like the volcano and the. I'm not even gonna try to do it anymore. The volcano and the temple.
You can hide it inside the volcano, probably. We don't like to go in there. It's dead. It's a very dead volcano. And also the what?
The temple.
The temple. That's the temple.
Yeah, he wasn't supposed to be on in the first place.
Yeah, the temple it is forbidden because it's dangerous. But you could put it there. But also,
Wait, the same temple you found the stuff.
Yes.
I mean,
Well, we're going there anyway.
Save ourselves some time. Also, I'm just putting it out there. I don't care how dormant a volcano is. I'm just saying with our luck. You know.
Yeah.
Right? But it knows what I'm talking about.
It's like the forest. You don't go into it.
It's also very dormant. It where we found the
No,
dragon
I'm
skeleton.
I'm sure it is.
Wait,
All
what
the
else?
other little ones, you know.
There's a bunch of dragon skeletons in the volcano.
Yes.
I mean, we don't have to stop in the volcano, but maybe we ought to take a look.
I mean, Bartholomew existing within a 5-foot radius of a volcano is probably a bad idea.
Just luck-wise, you mean, or?
I'm telling you, I'd have an arrow, dude, if I just exist near it long enough.
Make
It's
a
going
perception
into
check. Roll a nat 1. You look too deep.
You find yourself in the DMV. God damn.
Exactly.
As you are approaching, the second largest of the islands, Von Zief points out, and he's like, "Oh, there!" And you can see, and these are large islands. Like you standing on one side, you're not seeing the other side of the island. This place is huge. Think like the visual that comes to my mind is like Jurassic Park sized island, right? You know, like it's absolutely huge. It's this big, massive island. There is clearly a large mountain that is kind of the whole island also, but like that was how these islands must have formed initially, as this volcano pushed up this mountain. And then over time it turned into an island, and
A lot of woody growth. Also very sandy. You could kind of almost envision this as like Hawaii in a sense. Like it's very
Already was.
tropical.
yeah, there's
Very
palm trees. There's these large beaches that curve around little inlets. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful looking, especially in the wow, my brain just turned off. Cool. It's very nice.
It's pretty.
very, very tropical,
It's very nice.
like really good vibes. You can feel warm air.
As we're flying overhead, is there any sign of like any kobold villages or any other structures?
Give me perception checks.
I like rolling dice.
Maybe.
This many.
16.
Yeah, go ahead.
17.
Out of 10.
Oh, just a little.
Very low.
Just that extra,
8.
maybe foot of height.
Yeah. I can see over the window, so.
You didn't have to go looking around for a step stool first? Yeah.
Could anyone else roll really low?
I didn't roll
That's fine.
crazy low.
Well, you don't have to roll either. You can be piloting.
I mean, you could also have.
Yeah, he
one
should
of
be
these
paying
if you
attention to where he's going.
Yeah, no, you don't need to roll.
No red button.
That
17?
17, 16. You do see some structures that look like they are kind of ramshackle, put together.
Huts.
Little huts, little grass coverings over. It's hard to even make them out between all the things, and you are still pretty high up and looking down on it, but it does look like these are probably some sort of little tribal kind of kobold homes.
How close are they to the temple?
Very far. They are quite a ways from the temple, and you do actually, as you get closer and pulling over, just barely peeking out of the trees in one area is the top of this thing. It looks like there's a green overgrowth over most of it. So if you weren't really looking for it, you might be like, there's a mountain in the middle of the forest. There's a little hill, but it's as you approach, it's clearly...
Von Zief is also like...
What you're seeing is a large step pyramid on the middle of this island. And you can see the top of it kind of poking out through. What do you want to do?
Is there a clear opening for landing the ship?
Yeah, it does peek through the thing. You could bring the ship down and try to kind of like park it and anchor it to something there. If you without another steam engine, you cannot deflate the hydrogen things. You need to recompress the hydrogen. So there's not an onboard system to do that. So you will have to have the Zeppelin inflated until you can reconnect to the yacht.
Okay. So it's maintained in float version.
Yeah.
Float mode.
Yeah.
Which also means it's good for a speedy getaway, should you need. However, also there are large trees in this area as well, so
Should we
might
fast rope down or something?
Well, yeah, maybe we just tie it to a tree or something. Put a block in there so, like, maybe Von Zief can't get back on here by himself, being like, "Oh, I've got the sheep back." Huh?
Here, are there keys or something?
It's a difficult to operate device. You could lock out the engine if you want. You could take some part that would make it not function.
I'll do so.
Okay. So yeah, you have. First, let's try
I'm definitely picturing us like getting ready to get off.
another
Drogon
sleight of
just being
hand
like,
check.
Just a minute. Just real quick.
No advantage on this one. This is you got to land the ship.
16.
Yeah, you, Mark Tholomew, you've gotten the hang of this at this point. And you pull the ship down and you manage to slow things down. You're changing the speed and control, and you can feel the wind's movements. You're really starting to nail it. And you get this thing down pretty low to the point where you can pull a lever and open up the bottom hatch and bring down a rope ladder and try to anchor this ship to either something on the temple or the surrounding foliage. Who's going down off the ship? Yeoman? Anybody else to anchor? Okay.
just to anchor the ship so
Just
everyone
anchor it.
can.
Yep.
come
Yep.
on?
Oh, okay.
Is that
I'll take the leash of Von Zief if you're going down.
okay?
I'm going down too.
Okay, so you two head down. What you see when you get down there, there is a kind of the top of the temple is a like a large building, and a large. Obviously, this is a giant step period stone structure. But the top of the stone structure is a kind of a large, like, stone area with a door on it. And my descriptors are not working right now. I'm getting tired too. We're both
Start again.
So yeah, so there is a stone structure on the top. It has a big brass door on the front.
It is completely closed. It looks like it has been closed for very, very
You
long
can
time.
see, there's a salty kind of erosion that has occurred, but there is some sort of motif on the door. It's difficult to see what it is.
There's an, should they make an inspection check?
They could.
For more information.
But there's also one of the other things you notice right away is that right next to the door there is a kind of a well, like a square well going down,
Shaft,
a shaft
yeah.
that is filled with water. And then you just see the rest of the step period coming down. At each end, there are large little like stone structures with some sort of sculpture that's been on it, but it seems very eroded with time. You can't really make out what they are.
What do you mean at each end?
At each corner of the step pyramid, this big square.
The
area,
top of it.
There are little like sculptures stuff on each step going down. You can see into the forest.
They look humanoid.
Yeah.
But like everything, like most of the head for all of them, some of the heads are just straight up like missing, broken. It's been here a long time. You cannot tell what species made it, basically.
So you could tie off maybe to one of these statues, or you can try for some trees. What do you guys want to do?
Well, you're the engineer.
I would suggest stone, but
Well, you got you can have event. You got like because you're a
We have
dwarf,
stone
right?
cutting. Yeah, we
Yeah,
both
you
do
got the
actually.
stone
Yeah.
stuff. Do that.
But yeah, check. Give me
it's
a
a history thing.
Investigation
I believe
or
history check on the
I think
on the
that's
stone
what
itself. Do you get advantage or just a major plus?
I got a 14. I think you get advantage.
Yeah.
It's advantage.
Sounds right.
Whenever you make a history check related to the origin of stonework, consider proficient and add double your proficiency.
Oh, okay.
Oh, interesting. Double your proficiency is not bad though, especially as you get up there.
Okay, so that would make it.
What's my proficiency? What's our proficiency? 2?
Yep.
Two.
Yeah.
So 15, I guess.
Okay.
21.
Oh. Yeah. So only one of these statues seems like it's still intact. Yeoman, as you're checking on the sturdiness of one of them, you just knock it over and it goes like tumbling down the pyramid. But you do find one that is very secure, and you both kind of inspect it, and yeah, it seems good.
I think this one might hold. Bonk it with my hammer a couple times.
Yeah.
It'll give.
You manage to tie the anchoring ropes around this, and the airship is more or less stably locked. You got a rope ladder coming down. Von Zief is ready to go.
And then my hands to go down. Or
In my, like, sling them over my shoulder.
I could do that.
It's not happening, I'm sorry.
Definitely love the moment where it's like, maybe you untap me, and we're just.
Okay.
So you all are coming out of the airship. You power it down.
Yeah.
Stand by. Yeah.
Do you want to climb back up and dig a part out of the engine?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's going to be and something nice and simple, like where a mechanism would like release more of the hot air.
Mhm.
I'm just going to like undo a thing so that if you pull the thing, it won't actually.
So you're not keeping a part with you. You're just.
It's going to be a
breaking-
nice, simple. Reattach this.
Yeah.
That
okay.
way, if anybody else gets on the ship before me, they can just go.
Yeah. I don't feel like you need.
And we don't have to worry about a part going missing.
I think that's something that you're well qualified to do.
Darn.
All
right.
A competent engineer could get in here and undo that, though. They can see what was wrong and deal with it. But
A competent engineer on a backwaters archipelago of kobolds.
yeah, you didn't see any kobolds that on the dragon ship that were capable of that kind of task.
If 8x8 technology affords them the ability to fix this ship, I'm going to be angry.
Never underestimate the power of the 8x8.
Cool. So you're all down here on the surface of this. There's the big brass doors. Von Zief is looking a little nervous, but a little more healthy.
So, this is the place.
Yes. Huh?
The door looks a little closed. I don't suspect you got in there, did you?
No. 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 There is a collapsed, but I cannot get back the way I did the first time. See, when I flew up, I hit some stuff with my head. It all kind of crumbled down. But I think that's up at the top is the door. The works, I imagine. I don't know.
Examine the door.
Okay.
Yeah. Anybody else want to take a look at this?
Investigation.
Can we clean it up a little bit? Try and make out the what's on it a little bit?
Yeah. Give me a sleight of hand check
Do you have
to.
prestidigitation?
I do have prestige.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna.
That cleans it, but it has corroded significantly.
Whoa.
Completely
that's
whiff.
so well.
Completely whiff.
Hey, 18 on the die.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
What kind of check is this again?
Investigation.
Does anyone else want to
21.
do anything at the top here?
Just gonna
21 is plenty.
my gear and get ready.
20 for investigation.
20.
Okay. Yeah. You two kind of working together, kind of piecing apart this thing, and there are kind of. It looks like there maybe were figures that were holding some sort of like some sort of box, and then there was they're putting another figure on the other door is going across the doors. There's like two doors. So on one side there's some sort of character holding a something, and then a character on the other door is putting their hand into this thing.
Putting the hand in the box question mark.
Yes, box question mark. It looks like there is water, kind of like waves of water across the midsection of both of them. And then up in the top corner, there looks to be like some sort of two-dimensional representation of a deep corridor going down to what looks like a handprint on the bottom, like a little hand drawn. And actually, with all of that, actually, I'm going to do this in message.
Oh. Passing notes.
Yes. Did anyone else want to do anything up here or in preparation or
Was I looking too?
you're both you're looking as well. Everyone else just preparing for whatever's happening.
Pull out my shield and actually put it on for once.
What's that?
I'm gonna pull out my shield and actually equip it.
Ray shield.
Raising shield, yeah, that's good.
So far by the description, this is my picture.
Yeah, sure. That's pretty good. Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you guys want to do?
I think I can make out something on here. Some part of this inscription. I'm gonna try something. One moment. I'm gonna take off my chainmail.
You don't look at a man's underbeard, you know?
Scale mail. Either way. Heavy stuff. Take off the shirt. Alright.
Uh-huh.
Take a deep breath, and I'm going to jump into that water cistern thingy.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have dark vision? You do, right?
As if I ought to.
You're right. Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, 60 foot.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. It is dark.
Well, as you start to descend
Yeah, it gets darker quickly.
down the corridor, it gets dark very quickly, and you actually lose sight of Drogon.
He's going down and down and down.
What the hell is he doing? He should have brought a rope or something. Damn fool.
And he is down there for a bit.
How far down do you want to go?
Yeah, I have 60 foot. How far down can I make it in, let's say, a minute?
I don't know the exact
Your
details.
swimming speed is halved.
Yeah.
So
My movement speed is 35 because I got the mobile feat.
Okay.
is that including the mobile lets you swim and stuff?
It increases my movement speed
By
10 foot.
I see.
Normally it's 25, so it goes up to 35.
Okay. So for halving purposes, that's like 17.
Oh, wait. 1 minute, that's easy. Let's go 2 minutes.
Okay.
You just keep going down.
You keep going down and down and
Do
down.
I see anything on the walls?
There is something that you can see further down. 60
You
more
do
feet
see
down,
something.
you do see something.
I'll get out my hand axe and go for it. Just in case anything jumps.
It's the same.
Oh,
This is
okay.
all past that.
All right.
You get what?
I'm going to pull out my hand axe and shield and kind of,
Keep swimming down? Okay.
just in
Alright,
case something
that'll-
jumps out at us.
Mm-hmm.
It's fair.
You keep going further and further down. You guys up on the surface, there starts to be a genuine worry of where Drogon has gone, and how long he has been submerged. Because he's been underwater a bit now. You are getting
One
down
Sky
further.
City, two Sky City.
Unstrapping my shield. Just like, it's going in the water.
Further down, you do see what looks like another of this handprint that is down there, like embossed into a thing that's sticking out of the wall.
I'm going to try pressing my hand to it.
Okay, you descend further. Put your hand on it.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
You start to hear, and all of you actually start to hear, there's a, and you see like dust. There's like a bump that happens to the whole temple, and you like dust kind of moves on the floor. And there's this, like this, something turning somewhere. Sound, and you can hear this obviously in the water as well.
You know, this is kind of weird that one of the dwarves disappeared for a few minutes and then something drastic is happening. Again.
That means.
No,
That thing's done.
You think he's gonna come out?
I mean, probably.
Let's take a look around.
After...
What's changed? I'm kind of, clutching the side of the well looking for Drogon.
Does
Yeah.
the sound ever stop?
No, it is not currently stopping. It is going, and you are still underwater.
Besides the vibration and any dust that might have kicked up, are there any noticeable differences out here? Has anything changed?
Give me a perception check.
I would love to. Try that again. Ooh, a homemade 20.
Okay. Currently no, but there is an ever so slight vibration that is continuing to happen on the brass doors.
Okay.
It's very subtle.
No, Yeoman, ain't nothing different. The doors are kind of vibrating a little bit, but it's that's about it though.
Oh,
And only a little bit.
The stone around it is not just the doors themselves.
maybe they're open. I'll check it out.
I would like to examine this button that I'm pressing
Okay.
and see if there's any way I can maybe like wedge something in there to keep it depressed?
Okay.
Yeah.
Do not have any of our
An investigation.
weird.
I mean, you could see what happens when you move your hand off.
Survival, perhaps.
You could remove your hand if you want to.
Try.
I kind of feel in this particular instance there's sound. And if I were to remove my hand and it moved back into position, there'd still be sound. I don't think there'd be a way to differentiate the vibrations.
Did the thing move when you pressed it?
No, it didn't move. But putting your hand here
Did
caused it to
activate
start.
it.
Okay, so I'm not actually like pressing a button.
No.
I'm still gonna do an investigation. Let's see what I can see. 13.
Yeah, you're not sure what is even causing this to work.
Okay. It'll be fine.
It's fine. This is totally fine.
The sound is continuing.
So I mentioned maybe the doors will open. I'll check them. I mean, Gilman really wants to stay by the well, kind of in case Drogon needs help, dwarf and dwarf kind of thing. But since nobody else is going towards the doors,
I can swim, so I'll go if you need it.
are you wearing armor?
No, actually, he's not.
Oh, okay. Go try the door.
Okay. What do you want to do with the door?
I'm going to check it first, investigate it.
Okay. Sure.
Searching for traps? Is
Yeah.
that?
With a 16.
It does not appear to be trapped, although you do see the same. Now that Rils has pointed out, there's a subtle vibration. If you touch it, you can feel like it's attached to a larger mechanism somewhere that things are happening to.
Put my back against it. Get a nice massage.
Yeah, it's great. You feel a lot more relaxed.
I'm going to try to open it.
Yeah, there's really nothing to grab onto here, and when you do, if you do get a momentary grip on something, it's not like budging.
But can I try to push it? Since
Yes, absolutely. You can try to push it. I'm not going to make you roll though, because if you lean all your strength into this thing, and this isn't going anywhere.
can I try to pry it?
Yep, not moving. And it seems like this is like, if you had, if you were maybe a giant or something, you could maybe like crack this open a little bit. But right now it seems like, max out your strength. This thing isn't going anywhere.
Bunzief goes, try peeing on it!
What?
Try peeing on it! You never know. Sometimes it jiggles things loose.
Did you pee on your ship?
Everybody pees. What?
Like, on the parts of it?
Only if they got really stuck.
I walked in there.
Well, I have been holding it for 2 days since there was no description of a loo on the airship, so...
You can just pee off the side.
There's totally a little bathroom.
Yeah, there's a.
Have you never heard of the poop deck?
No,
That was a...
Bottom floor, there's just a big hole.
okay.
What'd you say?
It's the bottom floor, there's just a big hole.
Anyway,
Captain Outhouse
what do you guys want to do?
I can't see in the dark, so I'm gonna start dropping little glowing rocks using my cantrip into the well to maybe see what's happening.
Yeah, these things go down quite a ways, lighting up the walls as they descend.
But by the time it gets down to where Drogon is, the water is murky enough that it occludes and you can't really see.
How wide is this?
How long does it take for the rocks to get down to me?
A little too long. An upsettingly long amount of time. This is a 5 by 5 foot kind of.
So if I went in there after him, there's a good chance we'd get stuck.
You could probably get around each other. You can move through a friendly space,
I have a horrifying...
It'll be fine.
I'm claustrophobic. So I'm having trouble making my character do something.
We don't necessarily have to do a wellness check.
Oh! I missed! No! Ah!
We know you're having that sinking feeling.
Second one was ready to go as soon as you start talking again.
How long can you hold your breath for?
Oh, God.
As
I asked kids
Yeoman.
at my pool club that when I was threatening them.
You're threatening them? Is that what you said?
Yeah, little shits. I was a little shit myself this time. What is it? What is that? It's your constitution?
Constitution plus your modifier. Or
In
1
minutes.
plus your constitution modifier.
And then that's in minutes.
1 plus your constitution modifier, so 5 minutes.
That's pretty crazy.
After that, survive con modifier in rounds.
It's been 5 minutes. He's been down there. Everything's still shaking.
Is there any change in the sound of the shaking?
Yes, it is.
There's some creaking
Every once in a while,
sounds
you're
that are
hearing
adding.
a click.
Tying 2 ropes together, just in case. Look at Rills. Look at Bartholomew. Look at Buddy. You look like the strongest one.
It's like
Then, like, one by one, you're like, nope. Nah.
he's like a nice neutral strength.
I mean, I technically have like a +1. Maybe.
Better than Buddy.
Well, that beats my -1. So,
It's hard being only the muscle. Here. I'm tying it around.
A +0 with a +2 to dex, so it'll be like, it's alright, dude, just trust me.
I'm tying the rope around Mark
Okay.
and having Buddy help hold Mark.
Oh.
Do it.
I'll supervise.
You want to hold Von Thief?
No, but I will.
It's like,
Hand
hey
over the
Raven,
leash.
you want to?
yeah. Reluctantly. I don't want to, but I will. Needs must.
Okay. So you got
You
rope
send Raven down there with me.
tied around Bartholomew.
I'm gonna grab the other one.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. Hey, Raven,
Fantastic.
Well, I rolled an 18. Somehow doing that.
go help the dwarves.
Yeah. You dive and start swimming down. It is dark.
I do, in fact, send Raven in with you.
After a considerable amount of
Can Raven hold
time,
their breath for it?
you do see
Look up at its constitution.
Drogon in the distance with his hand out against one of the walls. You're starting to swim down further. What do you want to do?
I would swim down to him like, let's go.
2 minutes. It's got +1 constitution, so if it's in minutes, yeah. 2.
Raven has to head back up very quickly.
So, what do you want to?
They can't dive
Yeah,
that far.
okay.
Raven can't dive that
Yeah,
far.
Raven can't
But
even
she
get
does
down
have 120 feet of dark vision.
How long would it take me to
minutes
swim
worth.
back up?
there.
And then back down?
I would say even just going up and down, it's like 2 minutes.
Yeah, at least a minute of swimming.
Yeah.
It's a very long time to be just going directly down.
That's easy.
You see Hyoman, you can't speak underwater to him unless you have any...
No, I don't have some weird talk underwater gadget. So, I'm going to gesture to your hand.
Make a perception check.
It's a gentleman's 20.
Okay. That is what was required to make this perception check.
Oh, okay.
Drogon is not having any trouble holding his breath down here.
One hand down there. One hand down there.
Yeah. Go.
I'll start swimming back up.
Yeah, fantastic.
Meanwhile, back up top, before Drogon makes it back up, figure they're both dead or like.
No, I just figure exploring ancient wells like this must be on a dwarf's bucket list.
Tucker! God!
Okay.
Wow.
Yeoman resurfaces.
I like that he, for a moment, went to go up the rope and then was like, nah, I'm not going to pull on these wimps.
The clicking sound that you're hearing and that you guys start to hear gets a bit louder and louder, and every time there's a click, the door goes and kind of like shakes a little bit. But you resurface?
Don't know how he's doing it. He's having no problem down there. Must have some sort of engineering wrong or something I don't know about.
This is salt water. You also notice that.
When are you pissing here?
I did take my eyes off of Von Z for like 2 minutes, so like, who knows?
This is salt water.
Yeah.
So what's he doing down there?
He's holding his hand against a handprint on the wall. I think if you look at the door, must be a clue to something. I mean, he must have started all the vibration and the shaking and the mechanisms and the whatnot.
Okay.
I don't know what else to do. Keep trying the door.
And at this point, there's a boom, and the doors go, and the you hear the noise stop, but the doors go and open up to a stairwell going down.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and surface then.
Yeah. No, there's nothing else. It has currently opened. After a minute or so, Drogon resurfaces to the top of the water.
It'll work?
Door opened.
Good.
How are you holding your breath there?
Magic trinket.
Oh.
Insight check. Yeah.
10.
Is it really a deception roll? Ooh, 14 on the die.
10.
Yeah.
10.
You're not. Yeah, he might have some
15.
some tech.
He has
something.
he has a magic
He does
trinket.
do that kind of thing. Yeah.
Oh, neat.
Requires attunement.
A what now?
You know, the magic crap. Like what I do. You can't just take my hand axe and throw it and have it come back to you.
I've never had anything like that. Fancy pants.
Gotcha.
Get your armor back on. I thought.
I'd like to drop off first.
So there's a open doorway, stairs going down.
Here we go.
I'll take the leash back from you if you don't want it.
Oh, please, thank you.
Jeez.
Does not feel good to be so unwanted by pretty women and whatever you are.
Get used to it.
The dragon people. Get used to it. You get used to being a stabby face.
I like
Yes,
kick
no?
a rock at him.
Stop
Once he
fighting
kicks
like
it back.
children. Hey, like 2-year-old.
I want to know who Von Zeef's like alter ego would be if he had a golem. They're just going, yes, no, this.
Delightful.
Right. Not cool. I'm cool.
Alright, well, with the door open now, Rolls is going to get a torch out of her pack and light it up.
Yeah. Okay. It does look like there's no light coming from inside this pyramid.
Tying the rope from Mark.
Yeah. Good idea.
I mean, thanks.
Thank you.
What do you want to do?
I'll go first.
Sure.
Dark vision.
Yeah. Raven, keep pace with Yoleman. She's got 120
Yes,
feet
ma'am.
of dark vision, so
Okay,
she'd
we'll
be
do,
the best scout.
Is Buddy, the only one without dark vision, or is
Human.
Rill's
Human.
I didn't know if being the evil pacty thing.
Oh, I think
No. That
Magicized as
that
well.
was. I don't have that anymore.
So
That was Warlock rules.
If you want to be useful, you want to hold a lantern.
We haven't waited to detect traps now.
Actually,
At least once.
wait, hold on. He's like,
Single use detect traps.
you know, how about I stay out up here, and then you all go down, you get the rock for me, and I will get... But I do not
I
need...
stay guard. No?
Get the rock. What rock?
Don't hopefully the one I have. I get another rock.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work like that. I'm trying to be nice to you, but don't go thinking we're your crew anymore. You're working for us.
But, I mean, a crew would not tie me up so crudely.
Right. So you know we're not your crew.
Yes. No. Yes.
No.
No, and also no.
Tell you what, play your cards right. Don't backstab us. Help us get through this. And I can...
No weapon. I have no hands, and you want me going into a dark, scary place
Yes.
where I have been told horrible legends. You want me to go in there? All like this?
That is about the
Yes,
size
no.
of it, yeah.
Oh,
Well, to be fair, you did it once.
that was totally excellent.
They're so cool, don't worry about it.
I am very cool. Look, I would be cooler if my hands were free and I had maybe a little flashier. A rapier. A
Oh,
slingshot.
no.
Just a rock.
I'm making an insight check to see.
The levels of bargaining. A rock?
I pick up a rock about this size and put it in his tight hands.
I just want to do an insight and get a read on him. It's just a flat 10.
Yeah, you can tell he would like a weapon, and he's terrified of going into this place.
Not a fan. Yeah.
He is...
He's still Von Zief.
He is also a kobold. And the amount that he could damage you is not huge, even if he did have a weapon. But, you know.
I'm gonna put a read on if that's all right.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to have a moment with him earlier. 16?
Yeah, you think that he is afraid enough of this place that he is not going to sabotage himself by hurting any of you in here.
It's gonna make him hold the lantern.
He
Okay.
does want what is in the bottom of this pyramid. What he thinks might be down there.
I think we can tie his hands, give him a little knife or something.
You did his stuff with the lantern. It's metal.
All right.
But you really do think that he's probably not going to stab the people who defeated two of
But
his...
we're tying him to us, so he can't just.
I'll keep
not
him on the
just-
leash
You
with me.
can't screw you away.
I am not like Snickers. You can trust me with a life. Yes, no? Yes, no? Just put it in the lantern, give it a spike.
You can just hit stuff with it. That's fine.
Snickers will give him a boot.
I'll hand him one of my light hammer.
Are my hands
Yeah, I've
getting
tied your hands.
on completely on? Okay, just double checking.
That light hammer is just a D4 little dinky hammer.
Like a crafting hammer, kind of like an actual hammer, like a carpenter kind of hammer.
It's a melee weapon, light hammer.
Okay.
Okay.
And he's still on the leash?
Oh, yeah. Well, no, we're keeping him on a leash.
Okay.
He'll hold the lantern in a hand, and he'll have the hammer in the other hand, and he'll instantly, he'll look around for just like a tiny second, really scared, and then be like, "I am not afraid. Let us go." Von Zief is.
You can hide behind me when it gets scary.
Thank you very much.
The delegated position.
So what do you want your marching order to be? Yeoman's going in the front. Who's next?
I'll go after him, you know.
I'll take third stack.
I'm guessing then you'd have.
I'll go in the back since I'm tallest and I can just see over everyone and
Do you want the lamp? The lamp
sure.
should go in front of. I guess so. Von Zief is in the middle.
Got a little token there, not just for Bunzeef, but for Raven.
Oh yeah.
You can do that.
Raven has.
Rolls was lighting a torch of her own.
Oh,
You can
okay.
use snow for Von Zief. We got bubbles.
I don't want to also be reliant on your torch that way. We aren't
Yeah,
both
no, it's
immediately
fair.
blind.
I don't have like
A little impy.
Because I mean, we're the ones who need the light sources. So
Yeah.
yes.
I'm gonna just use this is the so we're gonna have to have Von Zief here.
Yep, right in front. Yep.
And where do you want
Up in front.
Raven?
Just right with Yolaman.
Okay, fine. Perfectly good.
It's just because she has 120 feet of dark vision, it makes sense for her to be at the head of the party.
A little
Okay.
bit more vision than everybody else.
You head down the steps. They're kind of in a down over down kind of pattern as you're kind of like descending into the pyramid. You come around, and then halfway down the stairs is another platform which opens up into a larger room. There's no doorway, but as you kind of seeing down here, you're not seeing any movement or scary things so far. But as the light comes down in, and you see the light pour out into this larger area.
So the stairs are on like the perimeter of the pyramid, and it's all open.
No, it's closed off. And as you come around, you come down to a larger open room.
It's actually like it's been sealed, so there are no vines growing. It's all dusty,
No foliage.
and dry,
Yeah.
and that stale air kind of smell.
You look out into this room. There are stone relief sculptures going all the way around the room. As you look around the room, you can see there are 8 of these embossed stone carvings showing scenes, again, of some sort of human-ish creature, sometimes with more than 2 arms, holding little boxes with someone else putting their hand into these boxes. This is kind of what was on the door at the top, but this is there are 8 of these around the room, all around the walls, and there are lines of dyed red stone coming out of the box and going up onto the ceiling, and all the lines come together to a what looks like a kind of like a diamond or a crystal at the top, but this is all stone.
It's all
like
stone carved. Yeah.
Stone carved crystal at the top, with waving lines coming away from it. In the center of the room, below the crystal,
On the floor.
is another well that looks like it goes down.
Is this all 5-foot wells again? Or is
Yeah.
it large?
Yeah, it's about 5 foot, and there is another another pool of water inside of it.
Looking at the reliefs, particularly around where the figures are putting their hands in the boxes, I want to look at each of them to see if there is anything amiss with, like, if they perhaps depict some blood coming out of the box or something like that.
Yeah. Yes. Give me either history, investigation. I'll even let you guys use your stone stuff for this, because you're looking at like how people have carved stone in the past and what they do with that kind of thing. You know, like what they use to depict certain different elements in history.
23.
Yeah. Okay.
Blew me out of the water on this one.
Yolman,
10.
You do see what looks like maybe someone was trying to carve some sort of blood coming from the box, and that the line is symbolizing the blood coming out and going away from the box.
and directly leads to this crystal.
In fact, this feels like this whole room is depicting a ritual of some sort, possibly some sort of magic ritual.
Sacrifice of hands.
Now, the only way out is through the door that you came in, or the opening that you came in, and the well going down.
Although the well, it doesn't seem to be very deep, does it?
It's difficult to tell.
What does
It's
it
difficult
look
to tell. There is, it does look like it goes down and then opens up into something larger.
Try dropping some of them light pebbles again.
Pick up some little pebbles of rock and
Yeah.
light them up and drop them down.
The pebble drops down into the well. You can see that as it... Okay, so the well comes down, and it looks like it opens up into a larger area. You can't see what's down inside below that, but the rock goes about this far and then stops.
Halfway down, just about. Covering.
It's not concerning.
They're not supposed to do that.
What kind of footage is that distance?
That's like maybe 20 feet down.
It doesn't fully stop. It kind of it's there, but it's definitely still kind of like in motion.
Yeah, it didn't hit anything that you can't see. It just kind of...
It's just kind of bobbing in the middle.
I don't care for that.
Arcana?
Sure.
My head says weird gravity nonsense.
It's a witch.
It's a
witch! Burn her!
Only one way to find out. Dunk it. All right. 24. It's a 19 on the die.
Yeah. You got that feeling from the way that you put your hand on this thing, on the switch that opened the doors, that there's some serious magic in this whole space. There is probably a very good reason that the kobolds stay away from this place. And it is you as you kind of like are trying to like put together what could cause this kind of thing. You're feeling like this place is beyond your magical abilities, and it is problematic. You kind of like get a sense of like you should get the heck out of here, but also what is going on here? And I'd love to go deeper.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's what you're feeling. Like, yeah, that's some magic.
This is dangerous and interesting.
Does anyone else want to make any kind of checks or inspections or anything like that?
I don't want to do anything.
Yeah. You're in this room. There's all these carvings.
Come on, Mark Allen. Don't you want to jump into the pool?
Don't you want to go first? Why
I feel like if I go in there, there's going to be some Cthulhuid entity down there who says, "Oh boy, a tiefling snack! You're going to the DMV, buddy!"
That rock that stopped, right? Okay, so let's think here.
It didn't exactly stop. It floated down. Not floating up.
What's
Floating
So I
down.
think it's not my strong suit.
Floating down.
Now, Von Zeefy had control of what the wind elementals,
Elementals, bro.
elementals. Could there be water elementals?
Elementals, bro.
Elementals.
Well, I don't see why not, considering we found one.
So maybe that's what's going on there with the pebble. Maybe that's a critter.
It's a critter. I love that. That's fantastic.
Well, it doesn't seem pissed that we put a rock in it.
Well, I mean, maybe it's like on the back of something. Like a spider on your shoulder. Ha, good luck.
Got him.
The tarantula on the other side, like, there wasn't a spider over there. What the hell?
Not like you.
You're different.
We do have about 10 minutes left.
Yes.
What do you want to do?
I'm going to take my hand axe
Yeah.
because it returns.
Yeah.
Whip that sucker down there.
Yeah. Okay. Hand
See what
axe
happens.
goes down.
It goes a little further than the pebble.
Yeah. Goes past the pebble. And returns back. There is definitely, you see when it hits this spot, this crossover spot, there is this like, physics don't work like that. Yeah, it just gives this like funny little wobble and comes back up, and it just is like, something is very, very wrong with the way that moved.
Von Zief is looking in the water too, and he just goes, well, it looks like a dead end. I guess we better go. And he like starts to go.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's definitely like he starts walking and just.
No.
Well, now I need to find out what's going on. I'm going to take a rope.
Yeah.
I don't have to take off my armor to go in the water. You want me to just go and look? I don't have to take off my shirt. I can just go in there.
If anybody should go, I'm the one. I'm the strongest.
Either way, take this rope in case something gets you stuck there.
Can I borrow your little device there to help me breathe?
I told you it's attunement.
Gotta be a tuna. Right, okay.
You ain't got magic.
I got cauliflower here. I don't hear so good sometimes.
Strangely not a vegetable.
with vegetable ears?
Here. Oh, no.
You take the rope,
Yeah.
tie it around yourself,
Yeah.
diving in.
Yep.
Fantastic. You descend that 20 feet. You're down there. There's a little glowing rock. And your stomach just does a whoop. After you get past that point, it feels like
You're being pulled down, actually. Because it feels like you're being pulled up,
yeah.
but you're being pulled down.
Your sense of direction tells you that up is that way and down is that way once you pass that point.
Down feels like it's the way you came, where everybody is in the room waiting, just to clarify.
As I'm swimming down and I'm experiencing this, I remember there was a station.
Yeah.
And I'm going to swim through. I'm going to try to keep swimming.
Yeah, okay. You see Yeoman kind of like awkwardly kind of like get his bearings in the center.
Definitely
there.
picturing all of us just like.
And then start making his way, pointing straight down, going away from you guys.
You actually can see him too because of the light rock. The rock is lighting him for the human.
Yeoman, you, as you're coming through, you can see the surface of the water above you now. And as you kind of come approach and you come out of the water and you are kind of like treading water in a larger another chamber. This has a much bigger pool. The pool goes all the way out to all the walls. There are 2 corridors going away from the edges of this pool. There's one, opposite sides of the room.
Are these waterways or are they regular hallways?
These are regular hallways above the surface of the water. You can see down into the corridor to the north. There is an abstract statue, corroded and strange, but still made out of stone, and it is holding a small box. And it looks like to the south, there is some sort of ornate stone doorway that looks like it is closed. Give me a perception check.
Perception. 14.
Hold 1 second, I messed something up.
What did you do?
I accidentally closed this.
Oh, gotcha.
Did I see a stone doorway or stone door?
Stealth. I'm sorry, what?
Was it a stone doorway or a stone door?
Stone door. It does feel like it's something that is inset into the stone and could move.
Sorry, what was the perception check that you said?
14? Oh, great. It's a good time to get one of those.
Yeah, right.
Quite down in this inverted pull-up by myself.
No big deal.
Are you
Sure,
going
it's
to
fine.
Who's holding
explore
the rope?
further?
I think we forgot to...
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull twice, then twice more. Probably should have figured out a symbol before I went in the pool, but hopefully Mark will get that message.
Is he trying to ring a bell?
Around you, you start to see the water kind of moving.
Fuck.
There is a kind of like a swirling going on, and you can see it kind of dipping down around you as if a whirlpool was starting to form. Give me a dex or strength saving throw.
Can I give him advantage because like I'm holding on to the rope?
You're. Oh, that's a good thought. Like if the rope was stabilizing him in some way, but that is not what's happening currently.
18.
Okay. You are able to kind of like swim yourself out of this whirlpool that starts growing in intensity. And it is at this point where you're kind of swimming out of this pool that you start to see the creature.
The what now? The small
creature.
puppy? Kitten?
There appears to be some sort of ghoulish, half skeletal swimming thing here in the water with you. And as you kind of swim out of this section of the water, you can see it kind of like just underneath the water, a little bit away from you.
Yeah, like it's like you can tell that it's there first because like a little piece of its head has broken the surface of the water, and that's why you noticed it. Because there's like a strange little spot.
And that's where we'll end for tonight. That's a good spot to
Thanks
stop.
for the nightmare fuel. Oh my god.
It's very close to the same color as the water.
Yeah,
because-
pitch black in here other than your dark vision. So, yeah. And the light from behind in the tunnel from the rock and stuff. Yep, that's where we'll start off.
Sounds like I should have thrown my
Next
hand
week.
axe in there a few more times.
It's a good thing we're on this side.
I did say he was the dwarf for the job.
That was a lot of fun. Cool. So there will be more Pathfinder, I think, tomorrow night.
That's I think the plan.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
second-
we were going to finish out that adventure.
So that should be fun. You can come by tomorrow night around 7-ish again for more of that, and then on Wednesday more hunters theoretically.
Yeah, no, there should be. We had set 2 people out at the last minute. We had one was not going to be there. Then when we lose the second guy, I usually cancel. So I sorry I didn't post a message to the server. But yeah, we should have hunters Wednesday.
Cool. And with that, everybody have a good night. Thanks for watching and hanging out. Good night. If I gotta get to